There is only one real reason for you to start a YouTube channel, if you've ever wanted to. This is not for everyone. But if you've had the nudge to start a YouTube channel, the one and only reason for you to do so is for your self-expression. Because through my experience and through reading a lot of literature, I've realized that self-expression is really one of the best ways to liberate yourself. No matter what situations you have going on in life, no matter if you are not happy with your career, if you are not happy with where your health and fitness is at, whether you're in a season of pivoting and changing, giving yourself an outlet to express thoughts, feelings, ideas. It doesn't have to be through a video. It could be through journaling. It could be through art. It could be through sport, through running, whatever your version of expression is, but I'm talking about YouTube today specifically. It's the best way to move closer to the best version of yourself, to the version of who you actually are, because in so much of our lives, especially our work, we're not actually expressing who we are. And I think one of the beauties of, not social media really, because I really just love long form YouTube, is that anyone can turn on a camera and talk about any damn thing that they want. It could be the most niche thing to the most mainstream thing, but it's your unique perspective on it. And we often gloss over the reasons for starting a YouTube channel to be things like the growth, I don't know, there's some character development in there. There's some discipline if you post consistently. There's building income streams and, maybe building a business and all of that. But I do not believe those are the real reasons why we should start a YouTube channel. In fact, you should absolutely start a YouTube channel if you don't want a business, if you don't care for that growth. Because ultimately, the act of self-expression through video, if you choose for that to be your method, is just so liberating. I need to think of a better word or another word other than liberating. If you have ever had the feeling or nudge, no matter how big or small, to share something, talk about something, whether it's an idea, a belief, whether it's a skill you have, whether it's a hobby or a passion of yours, or you just want to talk. Some people are talkers. They just want to express through talking. And that's fine. But if you've ever had that nudge, you should absolutely do it, because I feel like that's a way your mind and your body is telling you that it wants to release something in some way. And just the process of doing that feels so good. It almost, I was going to say, feels like endorphins, because it does. Every time I hit publish on a video, I feel so good, no matter what happens with that video. But the biggest thing I've learned through my 6 or 5 years on here is, and I've learned this the hard way, I've gone through seasons of not sharing the things that I actually want to share. Because I started this channel back in 2021, and I talked about tech, careers, product management, productivity, Notion, goal setting systems, all of these things that I loved and I was so passionate about. That's sort of what I built the majority of the subscribers on here around. And very gradually, very, very slowly, I've kind of moved away from those things as I've evolved. But I continued to share that stuff while I was actually here. My channel was still here, but I continued to share that stuff. And I learned, again, very gradually over time that really hurt me, because I was no longer expressing something that was true to me. I was just expressing something that fit the box that I previously created. And now I'm sharing things that I'm interested in now. And guess what? I'm losing subscribers. My growth is less than it's ever been. Yet I feel the best I've ever felt about my channel. Because it's no longer about those external metrics. It is purely about who this makes me, what I become in the process of sharing what I want to share every day. Sure, there's also things like communication skills, learning how to be articulate, tangible skills like that. But I think the deeper level is that feeling of liberation, of wow, I have moved into this, I've elevated into this level where, at least on YouTube, I can't say the same for other platforms. I don't care what anyone thinks, because I'm actually just sharing what makes me feel like me, and there is no other feeling that can replace that. And I also believe that if you keep doing this for long enough, consistently enough, not expecting anything, but also just showing up anyway, you will attract whatever this is meant to turn into. So I'm doing this 30-day challenge, right? Or 31-day challenge of posting every single day in August. And like I said, I'm currently seeing a decline in all my numbers. Yet I feel such a strong conviction to keep doing this. Because I know even if it's not represented in the metrics on my YouTube studio dashboard, the evolution I'm seeing in myself, the energy it's giving me, the way that ideas are coming to me, how creativity is like swarming in my brain and everywhere actually, is something that you can't put a metric on. You cannot put a number on it. So I encourage you, if you've ever felt the desire to put yourself out there, do it, because it's for a reason. Do it for you. The other things, whatever they're meant to be, will come later if you are true to yourself and what you're interested in, what you care about, what you're good at. Put it out there, because that's what you'll attract back. All right, I'll see you for another rep tomorrow.